for Belgium, who will be the player to get them underway as they go down to the countdown to kick-off ahead of this match. Well, away we go then in this crucial clash. A win for Belgium and they are through to the knockouts. Morocco know they must get a result here if they want any hope of reaching their first knockouts for 36 years. Listen to that noise, Dion. That is because Belgium are on the ball right now.
Exactly, yeah. Since that final whistle, since that starting whistle, just all these fans, Moroccan fans, are not happy at all. Listen to this.
Well, Belgium playing from left to right, already looking to come in with Hazard on this centre field, but he's been taken away quickly by Hakim Ziyech, who's driving all the way down that right-hand side. He's done really well, actually, to get through, and Ziyech driving forward on this right side. In the end product was disappointing, because he did really well to nick that ball away.
Done really well. Hazard, first and foremost, he's 30 yards away from the penalty box of Morocco. Kevin De Bruyne around 40 yards, just lay it to your right-hand side. They had a clear-cut chance, had it nicked, and then Morocco go up the pitch with Ziyech, and his ball at the end was poor, but two half chances for both teams.
Well, it certainly has been an energetic start to this game. 0-0 though, it stays in the opening minute of this one. There will be a free kick for Belgium, so it just gives me an opportunity to talk you through the two teams. Courtois in goal for Belgium, a back three of Castagna, Alderweireld and Vertonghen. In front of those, Meunier, Onana, Witsel and Hazard, with De Bruyne and Eden Hazard and Batshuayi, who leads the line for Belgium. Belgium wearing their famous red tops and their black shorts with black socks, whilst Morocco this time are in an all-white outfit, white shirts, white shorts and white socks as well. But this energy inside this stadium, it must feel like more of a home game for Morocco and an away game for Belgium.
Yeah, it's you can hear it now. The whistles are there. It's amazing to hear. Belgium, Eden Hazard and De Bruyne are just on the toes of Batshuayi, just in case there's a run to be had behind him. They'll want him to hold the ball up today and be the focal point.
Well, the team for Morocco then, Bono in goal, a back four of Hakimi, Saïs, Aguerd and Mazraoui. We weren't sure whether the two wide defenders were going to be playing for Morocco, but at the moment De Bruyne is trying to just put the pressure on at the back of the Moroccan defence, and Saïs did well to clear it away on this right side. The midfield for Morocco, Ounahi, Amrabat and Amala, with Ziyech and Naziri and Boufal, the three front players. So it's a throw-in then for Belgium, with Meunier, who looks to find Witsel infield, plays it out wide and across to Castagna, but it's been nicked away, and that gets a big cheer from the Moroccan fans inside this stadium. But Kevin De Bruyne coming all the way back to make sure they weren't coming any further.
I don't know what's happened there. There's a player down at the moment. Amali, I think it is. He's down, holding his face, and I don't know where the contact was. Possibly a bit of contact from Kevin De Bruyne as he nicked the ball off him. Let's have a look at the replay here. He just caught him with a flailing arm from behind. He didn't see that he was there. He's up on his feet. He's better now. The game started off at a pace, though, a really good pace. I'm sure you can hear the atmosphere. The Moroccan fans are making this a very, very noisy stadium today. Flags above their heads, waving them above their heads.
It is hard to spot the Belgian fans, though, isn't it? Because the Belgian fans will also be wearing red T-shirts, as are the Moroccan fans. I think to our left there's a little group of Belgian fans.
I would say so, yeah, most definitely.
Well, almost 4 minutes gone in this game, still 0-0. Belgium looking to progress through to the last 16. They can do so with a win today. Vertonghen with a defensive header to clear it away, but they've picked it up again, Morocco, as they start to weave their way through this Belgian defence. Out wide it goes to Ziyech on that right side, plays it back to Boufal, just weaving his way past a couple of those Belgian players who are just not letting them through at the moment. They're able to get it into the penalty area, but again, Jan Vertonghen right in the way to block that. Morocco coming forward this time with Amrabat. Back out to Saïs, and at the moment it feels like Morocco have a little bit more energy than Belgium. Saïs with the ball into the penalty area, headed away. Now finding Kevin De Bruyne, who tries to pick out Batshuayi. He actually goes past him, and Hazard picks it up. Batshuayi keeps the play going in the centre circle. Back to Hazard onto the left-hand side. Belgium looking to make some ways forward. Hazard going through to Batshuayi. Best opportunity of the game so far, and Michy Batshuayi was right in front of goal, got closed down, couldn't find a target.
Yeah, good play from Belgium, just going through the thirds. Batshuayi, nice little diagonal run across the D into the box. About 8 or 10 yards out, trying to strike it with his left foot. Keeper comes out and smothers it. Good save by the keeper, but that's better from Belgium. Moving it 1 and 2 touch from the middle of the pitch out left, and a great run from Batshuayi.
Well, 5 minutes gone, still 0-0, but that is the danger that Belgium can pose. They've got themselves a corner kick on the far side, and they will try and create another opportunity and take Morocco by surprise. And the boos are ringing around the stadium, the Moroccan fans showing their full support to their home nation. Corner comes in, looking for the first header, and it's a decent one as well, and it flicked all the way through. Looked like it was making its way in. Batshuayi again involved, couldn't quite climb high enough to get it on target.
Really good balling, actually. In swinger. Really, really whipped in. Keeper didn't want to come out because he didn't quite have enough space and enough time to come out. One of those where any wrong touch from a defender, it's going to the box.
Well, it's Thorgan Hazard who takes this second corner then for Belgium on this near side, on the right side for Belgium, the brother of Eden Hazard. Hazard with the corner, sent in another big header, but defended away by Mazraoui from Morocco. They'll keep on going. Belgium putting Morocco under plenty of pressure at the moment. Hazard collects it inside the penalty area, but he couldn't make the most of it, and Morocco are able to clear it away. Yeah,
Thorgan Hazard there, ending up on the right-hand side. If he had a better touch, he would have been in on goal. Touch was poor.
So 0-0 here on 5 Live and the World Service. We are in Doha for the World Cup, and this is the second group stage game. Belgium and Morocco. Morocco hoping to keep their World Cup dreams alive. Of course, they had that goalless draw in their last game. Belgium winners over Canada, but only just as Morocco start coming forward again. Decent delivery into the penalty area, but Belgium have got the answers for them so far. Amrabat tries to wrestle that ball off Eden Hazard, but then it's taken away by Witsel, and down this left-hand side it's Thorgan Hazard who tries to come forward, but he's stopped in his tracks and decides to go back instead to Jan Vertonghen. And now the ball into the centre circle with Toby Alderweireld. Plenty of experience, Dion, in that Belgium side. How important is that in a huge tournament like this?
Yeah, they would have been here before, played in big tournaments, play at big clubs as well. They'll know when to go forward, they'll know when to hold on to the ball, when to go long. So yeah, it's just passing that down and making sure everybody's on the same page.
There were also question marks about when we saw the team news coming out for Belgium, whether they were going to change their shape a little bit. A lot of the times when we do get the team sheets, they put them in their formations, but they're not always correct. The only thing we do know is that Castagna is on this left side of the 3 centre-backs.
Yeah, listen, there's so much quality within that squad that they can rotate and put certain players in positions they're probably not comfortable with, but they have so much. They'll adjust and they'll do the job to their best. They have to move the ball quicker now. Belgium, for me, slowed down somewhat. They've had about 5 passes between them. Toby Alderweireld and Vertonghen get into midfield, get into the playmakers.
8.5 minutes gone. Belgium 0, Morocco 0. Good chance coming in for Michy Batshuayi early on. Just wasn't able to quite find the target. There was a long ball over which was searching for Meunier, who was making the run on this right-hand side for Belgium. But it turns out to be a Morocco throw. We're just seeing pictures, Dion, of Roberto Martinez, the Belgium manager who's been in charge of them for some time as well. He's really trying to get the best out of what they call this golden generation. He's probably sick of hearing that saying now, isn't he? Yeah, possibly, but it's just because they have so much and they've been the best squad of players for some time now and haven't really lived up to the expectation that we all thought they had. And yeah, I would imagine that same question all the time: when are you going to win something? When are you going to show us exactly how good you are? And this is the stage to do it. Meunier with the ball at the back, plays it back to Alderweireld. And now Vertonghen left to Castagna. They're looking slightly more comfortable now, Belgium, after a flurry from Morocco. They were putting the pressure on. I think they're starting to get used to, possibly, the the noise that's been coming their way from the Moroccan fans.
Yeah, listen, it won't bother them now, not at all. They'll just bide their time. So on the left wing at the moment with the skipper, Eden Hazard, he's controlling things at the moment. Witsel as well in the middle of the park. They're just patrolling, trying to create stuff.
Well, Saïs was trying to wrestle down Kevin De Bruyne on this right-hand side. It's actually turned out to be a free kick for Belgium in quite a dangerous area. Both of the players really going for the ball, but in the end it was a challenge from Saïs, and the referee's got that right. Yeah,
it must be a nightmare for defenders knowing that Kevin De Bruyne is on your shoulder, because he will not let you have a moment's rest. Saïs a couple of times now has had to look over his shoulder, seeing Kevin De Bruyne bearing down on him, and this time he's given a free kick away. It's on the right-hand side for Belgium. It's about 2 yards away from the corner of the 18-yard box. Kevin De Bruyne has the ball at his feet, and I think he's just going to whip this into an area where the red shirts are and a line of white shirts.
So it is Kevin De Bruyne who stands above this ball, ready to try and whip this in for Belgium. We've played 11 minutes in this game, still goalless though. Torgan Hazard, the other player next to De Bruyne, is also ready to take it, but we'll put our bets on that it's going to be De Bruyne, because we know what he can do in these situations, these free kick situations. The referee just having a quick word with a couple of the Belgian players who stood right in front of that Morocco goal. Well, Hazard leaves it, so it will be De Bruyne to flick it in. It was a decent curving effort as well, but Morocco able to defend it away. Back out it goes to Eden Hazard, who plays it onto that left-hand side, and it's blocked on its way through, and it will be a throw-in.
Yeah, it's a decent ball in. Sometimes they find their way on the head of a teammate, but a little bit loopy that time from Kevin De Bruyne. It's hard to put the pace on it and get it into an area where you want it, so you have to take a little bit off the pace. Curl it, a bit of an outswinger from the keeper. Keep the keeper away from it, but well defended. And now there's a throw on the far side, the left-hand side for Belgium.
Worth noting as well, there has been a change in goal for the Morocco team. Yassine Bono, who was on the starting 11 list, is not playing for Morocco. It's Mounir El Kajaoui. So whether something has happened in the warm-up, we'll have to find out, because he is their number one choice goalkeeper, Bono, and he's not playing. So El Kajaoui in goal, the 33-year-old. And he'll have to do some defending here, because the cross came in for Belgium all the way onto this right-hand side, and it's been seen away by Alderweireld, and it will be another corner kick. Yes,
it's kind of relentless possession at the moment. All Belgium, Morocco being very, very patient, very patient. Mounier has stepped over here to take this one. No, it's not, it's Torgan Hazard. Outswinger this time.
So Hazard on this right side of the corner flag, right in front of where all those Moroccan fans are, and it's headed straight out by the Moroccan defence. De Bruyne collects it infield and plays it out to the left-hand side. Hazard is being put under a bit of pressure by Amrabat, and eventually they do get themselves that throw-in.
Yeah, every time Hazard gets the ball, I mean, he's under so much pressure there. I mean, as soon as he gets it, Ziyech is there, Amrabat was right behind him as well. They're doubling up on the skipper Hazard.
And Morocco trying to get out of this press that Belgium are putting on them, because in the last couple of minutes, really, Dion, it's been all Belgium. Morocco haven't had a chance at all.
No, they're just trying to play through the centre of the pitch at the moment, and that's full of white shirts. So what Belgium are doing now is they're trying to stretch the game. Mounier is as far as he possibly can be on the right-hand side, and Torgan is on the left-hand side, and they're just trying to make it a bigger area for Morocco to have to run around, so they can find more gaps and more spaces to play through them.
Now Vertonghen back over to that left side to find Castagne. Castagne back to Vertonghen, and they are finally putting a bit of pressure on now, and Naziri was trying to put off Alderweireld, but it's found its way over to Mounier, who crosses it to the left side, trying to pick out the pass to Torgan Hazard. What must that be like to play with your brother on the same team?
Yeah, that must be. I actually did that with my two brothers.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I'm going to give them a shout out. Clem and Eddie, we played for Kingston, the three of us. I think we got beat about 4-0. Let's move on.
Who was the captain of the three?
Oh yeah,
who was telling who what to do?
Yeah, Clem's the oldest one. He was the captain, middle of the park. Horrible to play against. Loved kicking people. Eddie was the silky one, and I just did as I was told because I'm the youngest of 5.
We're just seeing the pictures of the Moroccan manager, Ali Regragui, who only recently came in charge. Actually meant that Hakim Ziyech would come back into the national team. He had an argument with the former manager Halilhodžić, but at the moment another free kick for Belgium on the left side, a couple of yards away from the penalty area, but it will be another one from De Bruyne. We're expecting Torgan Hazard again, stood there with De Bruyne. But these are the set-piece specialists, probably. Kevin De Bruyne, who has been outstanding in the Premier League so far this year. I swear he only scores cracking goals.
Absolutely, because he's a cracking player.
So, De Bruyne lining up this free kick on the left side, trying to create another opportunity for Belgium to take the lead. Meshik Batshuayi came the closest early on in this game. We've played 15 minutes, it's still goalless. But actually, it will be Hazard to take it. Plays it back out to his brother Hazard, and De Bruyne tried to play it first time on the edge of the penalty area, and it was rebounded and blocked away by the Moroccan wall. Yeah,
decent. That's a decent free kick, that is. I think everybody thought that was going in the box. It was played by Torgan Hazard to his brother Eden, right in the D on the edge of the box, and then it was set back to Kevin De Bruyne. It was blocked in the end, and it's gone out for a corner, but a good free kick.
Well, they do have themselves another corner at the far side. Belgium, they are putting the pressure on at the moment. Decent corner as well, and it was Onana who came towering above. The 6'4" stature of him got there before any of the Moroccan players could get there. Strong-headed, got there before the Moroccan goalkeeper as well, Kajawi. Just skied it high.
You know, that's a really good chance, a really good corner. It's landing on the 6-yard box, right in the centre of the goal. Onana's tried to head it, he's got underneath it, and he's just lifted it up in the air. They're the ones you've got to get high enough just to put enough on it to make it go goalwards. That's enough pace on the ball, just guide it goalwards. He gets it all wrong. Good chance. Still
0-0 though, here on 5 Live in the World Service. Belgium against Morocco. Belgium with a win could go into the last 16. In fact, they could actually top the group if they win, and Croatia against Canada ends in a draw. That's the game later on today. Canada will be knocked out if they lose to Croatia. So plenty happening today in the world of sport and the world of World Cup 2. We've of course got that commentary, Croatia against Canada, coming up at 4 o'clock with Ian Dennis and Matt Upson, then followed by Spain against Germany. What a game that will be as well, especially after Costa Rica beat Japan. That will be an interesting game to see how they get on. Germany looking for their first win. Spain were comfortable winners against Costa Rica in their first game. John Murray and Peter Schmeichel with the commentary for that one later on this evening at 7 o'clock. But Belgium have got themselves a throw-in in their own half on the right side, looking to play it through to Eden Hazard, who does really well to find the ball across to Meunier. Now Onana plays it through and across the centre circle. They've switched the play down to this left-hand side, back over to Torgan Hazard, who today actually makes his first World Cup start of this tournament. Didn't play in the last game against Canada. Over across to Meunier on this right side, couldn't quite hold on to it, and Morocco thought they'd got away, but it was De Bruyne who picked the ball up on the edge of the penalty area, tried to play it across again, but it's a bit messy. Belgium have another opportunity. Well, it was another big hit. Meunier came all the way through. He saw that they had an opportunity, took a hit right on the edge of the penalty area on that left side, but it was comfortable enough for the keeper.
Yeah, I thought if he lifted that, he was about 2 yards outside the D, Morocco's penalty box, and if he'd have lifted it and tried to just curl it in that far corner, the keeper's left, I think he had a lot of goal to aim at and just under-hit it. Went straight into the midriff of the keeper. Just seeing the replay again, it just, yeah, there's a lot of space for him to curl it into, and he's just not lifted it up at all. Again, chance for Batshuayi, chance for Onana, a half a chance there as well. You can't keep missing these chances. Sooner or later you have to take your chances.
Well, they got themselves a free kick after Boufal was fouled about 10 yards into the Belgian half. Morocco were trying to come forward on that right side, but they haven't been lucky. And they haven't really had much luck on the ball since Belgium have been so in control in this opening 20 minutes.
Yeah, Ziyech there just receiving a nice cross-field ball, pinged from the left-hand side, right in front of the dugouts, right over to him on the right-hand side. As soon as he took his first touch, Torgan Hazard was there, Castagna was on him as well.
Hakim Ziyech has a lack of consistent game time really for Chelsea. Only made one league start this season, which was a 2-1 defeat to Southampton, so still yet to provide a goal or assist for Chelsea, but very much an important player for the Moroccan national team. He's alongside Boufal and En-Nesyri up front, but at the moment Morocco just struggling to try and get those three involved. They've got to throw in halfway inside the Belgian half on this left side as they try and play it forward to Rouhani. Across it goes, and it was Hakimi on that right side, right on the top of the penalty area. Shot comes in, wasn't a bad one either from Hakim Ziyech. He had quite a distance to do it. Powerful hit, just over.
Yeah, he's actually on one today. He fancies this, he really does. He looks sharp. He's just wandered in from the right wing, 25 yards out. Speculative, but why not? They haven't had much of the ball. He's created something out of nothing.
And he returned to the Morocco squad. Hakim Ziyech back in September. He was out for 7 months after quitting actually international football. He had a row with the former manager Halil Hodzic. He was sacked back in August. What must that do for a national team when there is bad feeling around as they try and come forward? Belgium again. De Bruyne tried to collect it away from Mazraoui. Belgium back in with Onana, and now he goes to Meunier. Now Onana infield, picked up by Witsel into the centre circle, finding De Bruyne. Cross it goes again to Torgan Hazard, but the flag is up, and that will stop their passage of play.
Yeah, you know what, I've just seen a couple of times now, even in the first game for Belgium, he's just not quite on it at the moment, Kevin De Bruyne. I mean, because he sets such high standards. I think he's still finding the pace of the game at the moment. He's not affecting the games how you would expect him to. I know everybody's going to be tired, a lot of football being played, but I expect more from the best midfielder in the world.
It was interesting actually, after the Canada game, he was given the player of the match, I think, and I think he even said, I don't think I deserve this award, I didn't really play my best. Yeah,
and that's, again, you know, he knows when he's played well, we know when he's played well. And I think he's just going through the gears, let's say that. Let's say he's in third gear at the moment, and loads more to come.
Well, as the Moroccan defence tried to play this ball out from the back, there is a Mexican wave which is trying to be started, weaving its way around the pitch, but it was a ball from that right-hand side as Morocco had an opportunity to come forward. Courtois looking a little bit dangerous, but so cool and calm under pressure because he was trying to do a little bit of skill, but he was being put under pressure by En-Nesyri. He was coming forward to try and nick that ball away, and that could have been dangerous.
That was so close.
Yeah.
En-Nesyri there was about two centimetres away. Courtois doing Johan Cruyff's and turns in his own 6-yard box. And En-Nesyri actually was very unlucky the second time as well, because he didn't get it the first time. He went back to do it again and just kicked the ball. Just seeing the replay, oh my word, it's a Johan Cruyff. En-Nesyri gets up his feet and come again, oh my gosh.
Yeah, but Courtois will be thinking, I had this all under control. You don't need to worry.
No, yeah, I bet the manager's heart was skipping a few beats.
Well, all of the Moroccan fans are up off their seats. They're jumping around, waving their flags. I think they're just trying to spur their team on a little bit more. They probably quite enjoyed seeing En-Nesyri putting a bit of pressure onto the Belgian goalkeeper Courtois for just a little second there, just to add a little bit more entertainment into this game, because it really has been a lot of defending that Morocco have had to do against this Belgian side.
You know what, when they do get it in the final third, they don't hang about, they don't play slow, they try and get it into the box as quick as they possibly can. A couple of times down the right-hand side, Ziyech has tried to find En-Nesyri, hasn't quite found him, but there's gaps to be had for Morocco.
Well, De Bruyne thought he had more space than he actually did have. It was well blocked in the end, though, by Mazraoui inside the Belgian half on this right side for Belgium. Played it across to Onana. Comfortable enough for him to find Vertonghen at the back. And now Onana, who do you think deserved that start after his performance coming on?
Yeah, I think he came on and sort of shored up the midfield for Belgium in the last game, and he just put himself about a little bit. He got himself a yellow card because he was being pretty physical, but I think you just need that kind of presence in there. So you've got a balance of all three, a bit of speed, a bit of skill, and a bit of physicality as well.
So Vertonghen with the ball at the back for Belgium, finds it across to the right side for Alderweireld, who's looking to play it forward to find Michy Batshuayi, who's just waiting on the edge of the centre circle to collect it, but Morocco onto that well, and Saïs at the back to play it forward to the right hand side. Ziyech is trying to chase this one down, will have to stop in his tracks because the flag was up straight away on him, who was making that run down the right.
Yeah, Vertonghen, Alderweireld and Castagna there just in sync, all stopping, running, letting the run of Ziyech go. Offside, very well done, defenders, very organised.
Well, at the moment there's 2 balls on the pitch. I don't know if they've realised that. Right by the corner flag there is one, and the referee's now stopped to tell Courtois to go and collect it and kick it away out of play. So there will be a throw-in on the halfway line for Belgium on the far side as they play it back through across to Vertonghen again, and now Axel Witsel trying to get a bit more momentum into this Belgian side. We've played 25 minutes, still goalless though. Belgium against Morocco. They're starting to grow into this game a little bit more, Morocco, starting to be a bit more aware of their pressing and trying to put on to the energy that Belgium have been putting forward in the opening 20 minutes or so. That was not a great ball from Onana, and in field tried to play it out to the left-hand side. It was far too much on it. Thorgan Hazard is fast, but he's not that fast.
Yeah, he was wide on the left-hand side, Thorgan Hazard, and he has been for the last, I don't know, 15 seconds, waving his arms about trying to get on the ball because he's been left free on that far side. Onana tried to switch it with his left foot, and it went out for a goal kick. What a terrible ball.
So goal kick played out from the back to the right-hand side for Morocco. Back out it goes to Romain Saïs, who now playing his football at Besiktas. He turned down a new contract at Wolverhampton Wanderers in the summer, so he made his way away from the Premier League. A little bit of pressure being put on Amrabat at the back for Morocco as Michy Batshuayi was trying to come in, but calm and collected by the keeper, the number 12, Munir Al-Kajawi. We still will try and find out what's happened to Bono to see why he isn't playing. Something must have happened in the warm-up for him not to be on the pitch, because we weren't told. Everything that we've seen is that he was warming up and looked to be okay. Now Morocco coming on this left-hand side with Boufal, who tries to weave his way through that Belgian defence. It's a good ball across, back out it goes, and it was a poor ball in the end. It went all the way high up into the air. And Morocco skied it from that right-hand side.
It's a great
Amala,
little, yeah, it was Amala with the volley, but he's put under a little bit of pressure from Witsel there, about 8-10 yards out.
Well, certainly looking better now for Morocco. Boufal will try and hold on to this ball, but it will be a free kick. A challenge coming into Soufiane Boufal. They're just giving Onana a yellow card?
Yes, I think
that means he'll miss the next group game.
Oh wow, that's, yeah, he's looking, you know, he's smiling and he's looking in disbelief. He's had his hands on his knees, he's bent over and he's thinking, no way, you know what, a yellow card's about right. Just in the replay, he goes up with a challenge, his elbow just in the side of the face, not intentionally, but he just catches. I'm not sure who it is that he catches actually in the face. I think it might have been Amrabat actually who went up there with, caught on the side of the face there with an elbow. So yes, yellow card. He has that in him, I've got to say. In the last game he came on and kicked a few people, so to speak, got himself a yellow card. This time he's a little bit overzealous again. So free kick taken halfway inside the Belgian half, right in front of goal. Didn't quite work out there. They just tried to lift it over for En-Nesyri to try and get on the back of it, but didn't work out between Ziyech and En-Nesyri this time. Yeah, Amrabat's trying to get a little bit further forward if he can to try and affect that game. En-Nesyri's made so many runs, they just haven't found him with the perfect pass, but he has got clear and free of the defender, so that could be a worry for Belgium.
Half an hour played. Belgium 0, Morocco 0. Not been too many clear-cut chances, bar from that one from Michy Batshuayi for Belgium early on in this game. Morocco certainly starting to grow into this one. If you do want to watch this game, Belgium against Morocco, with the 5 Live commentary on it, you can look for World Cup Extra on BBC iPlayer, so you can watch all the action and you can hear us talking about it as well.
What more do you need? Sit back and enjoy.
Well, Belgium have got themselves a free kick right on the halfway line, actually just inside their own half on that left side. Witsel will take it quickly and plays it through across to Toby Alderweireld, who actually spent a year at Qatari side Al Duhail after leaving Tottenham Hotspur. He now plays his football for Antwerp, but he will have been used to playing in this heat. And actually, we've been all right, haven't we, at most of the grounds with the air conditioning, but I don't know what's happened here, whether it's broken or it's just not working. But yes, it's really warm. It's about 32 degrees in Doha today, so the heat is on inside the stadium, but of course it goes quite dark quite early here, so about half an hour to go until the sun starts to set. Belgium making their way through, trying to cut through that midfield of Morocco, but they've done well actually, Morocco, to keep hold of this ball on the right side. Plays it back through to Ziyech, finds Amrabat infield, who tries to cross it to that left side where Soufiane Boufal has been waiting. He's had quite a bit of space, but they've not been able to get him involved too much in this game yet. And a challenge coming in inside the centre circle. I think it's Eden Hazard actually that's gone down for Belgium, and that will go Belgium's way. Yeah,
that was messy passage of play, both sides not really keeping the ball, making long decisions. It's bobbling about in the middle of the park, and Hazard gets there just a second before Amelie. Really difficult challenge to make that one. Studs down the knee, painful one, but he's up on his feet.
Salim Amala actually in a bit of a contract dispute with his club Standard Liège. He hasn't featured for them since September, so has been training with the under-23s. Not the best type of preparation really before a World Cup.
No, not really. He's done okay though, to be fair. He's done okay in and around the middle of the park. He's fluctuating from on the right hand side and finding his way alongside Amrabat as well, so covering the grass, working really hard in that midfield to stop Belgium playing through it, forcing them to play across the back three time and time again.
And Witsel getting involved as well as he plays it to the left hand side to find Hazard, who's making a charging run forward on this left for Belgium, picks out De Bruyne, who gets it onto the right side for Meunier to cross it in. Michy Batshuayi was arriving, but so was the Moroccan goalkeeper El Khajaoui, who got down low to make sure he got there first.
If that ball finds its way over to Batshuayi anyway, I think he's offside. He goes far too early. Defensive line's very good. They close that gap between the defence and the goalkeeper down very quickly, which forces Meunier to have to find a teammate and not leave it in a space. Chance has gone through good defending and a poor ball too.
Just been having a look, Dion, on social media. Bono, the Moroccan goalkeeper, actually sang the national anthem. He walked out with the team. He was in the lineup. He was ready to go, and they've had a change.
Wow.
But we've not had anything to say that they've made a substitution early on or anything. It literally was at the start. So whether he's been forced off ill or what's happened, we don't know. But I know, because I got confused when I was looking down. I was thinking, that's not Bono. What's happened there? We've seen him walk out, we've seen him sing the national anthem, we've seen him on the starting 11, and he's not in. So we will do our very best to do some digging to try and find out why he's not playing. Morocco in possession with Boufal into the centre circle, plays it out to Amrabat, and now across it goes to Mazraoui down this left hand side looking for Unahi. Mazraoui again plays it back onto the halfway line to Amrabat, plays it across to Aguerd, the centre-back for Morocco. Now also in the Premier League as well, Naif Aguerd for West Ham. Signed him in the summer for about 30 million euros. Morocco still looking to continue putting a bit of pressure on, and this could be just what they're looking for on this right-hand side. They couldn't quite make the most of it. Hakimi driving down the right. It was an opportunity. They actually were looking for a free kick, Morocco. I think it might have been Ziyech who was taken down, but Hakimi went all the way through and just hit it past, and it rebounded into the side netting.
Yeah, it's a poor finish. You know what, he's done really well. He actually ran about 30 or 40 yards at pace, and I think Ziyech went towards the person who was playing the ball, and then they just pinged it over the top of the gap, the head of Ziyech into the gap, and Hakimi's got to do better. Keep it down, get your laces through it on the angle. Should have hit the target.
De Bruyne coming forward for Belgium now, looks to create some space, tried to get the shot away. It's fantastic defending though from Mazraoui, who closed him down and got an important block in there.
Yes, high five from the captain there, Saiss Mazraoui, saying well done son, well back, well worked.
So they've got themselves another corner, Belgium, and it's Thorgan Hazard again on the far side as he gets the boos and the whistles ringing behind him from the Moroccan fans. Plenty of them inside this stadium, actually an overwhelming majority of Moroccan fans here, as Hazard places the ball into the box. It's punched away by El Khajaoui. That's good goalkeeping.
Wow, that was an amazing punch. Went about 10 yards away from the halfway line, that did. That's an amazing, commanding goalkeeping there.
Belgium will go again on this left-hand side. Hazard trying to weave his way through past Hakimi, who's been doing well so far on those wings for Morocco. Two important players who potentially might not have started. There were question marks over their fitness, both injured in that last game against Croatia, which was goalless, but they are fit to start. And two very important players for this Moroccan side who have been getting up and getting forward, trying to get the chances coming alive for this Moroccan side. But the ball is at the back with the defenders of Belgium, playing it through to Witsel into the centre circle. Back out it goes to Alderweireld on this right side, across to Vertonghen. Belgium just looking to make it a little bit more relaxed for them, getting that possession back. They look comfortable in possession as well, don't they? Morocco not really pressing them too much.
No, just waiting for the right time. That's all they're doing. They're just waiting. And Naziri there, just bit of pressure, and they have to go back to the keeper, to Courtois. They listen. They're going to do. They're good at this. They don't mind. They can pick up the pace if they need to. But those spaces aren't there at the moment because Morocco have gone into really tight shape.
Well, 37 minutes gone, still goalless here on 5 Live and the World Service. Belgium against Morocco. A Belgian win would see them through to the last 16. Not a great ball really from Castagna, and Morocco can try and come forward. Amrabat loses out, but he tries to hold on to it. Can't get forward though because he's made a foul onto Onana, who stays down. The referee spotted it, and it will be a free kick for the Belgians.
Yeah, just drags him back. Onana's body language has changed completely because he's had his yellow card, and he's having to be a little bit more careful with his challenges. He's getting there, you know, as quick as he possibly can. Then he's having to slow down because he doesn't want to get another yellow card or put his team in any bad situation. So I wouldn't be surprised me if you find him coming off at half-time, Onana.
Hazard on this left-hand side, played it through to his brother, Thorgan Hazard, and now De Bruyne on the left again. Gets taken down. He was looking for the free kick and he gets one as well. Just in line with the 6-yard box on the left-hand side. About 5 yards away from the penalty box. And they've got themselves another free kick. They haven't really been able to make the most of their free kicks, though, Belgium, so far.
Not yet. The quality's been okay, though, coming in. This is Kevin De Bruyne. He's I don't know, 5-10 yards away from the corner flag on the left-hand side, Belgium's left. And he has got both hands on his hips and he's just waiting to take this one. Have they got something else up their sleeve?
Well, we shall see. So De Bruyne to take another free kick for Belgium. The referee, Cesar Ramos, just having a couple of words with the Moroccan players. Hakim Ziyech, who stood right in front of Kevin De Bruyne inside the penalty area, just trying to put him off his eye line. But De Bruyne ready to take this. Plenty of the players for Belgium ready to take on the end of it. And it was a curving, looping effort right onto the top of the netting.
He wasn't actually looking for a teammate there. He was actually trying to go for the far post with pace. He wanted that in an area where there was a cluster of red and white shirts, just to see what happened, but it was overhit, too much pace on it. Landed on the top of the goal there.
Hakimi for Morocco on that right side, turns to find Ziyech. He does well to get away from two of the Belgian midfielders who were surrounding him. Ziyech getting involved again, but he's given it away to Hazard. Now De Bruyne plays it back to Onana. Through it goes to Michy Batshuayi, and straight away the flag goes up. You spotted it as well, Dion.
Yeah, I mean, good little play that was. Onana gets the ball, and he should see that, to be fair, Batshuayi shouldn't really be offside there. He's 2 yards offside. He's coming across the 18-yard line. You can see he's behind the defenders. You can see the linesman. Get yourself onside.
Well, we are being shown pictures now on our little television screens that are in front of us of Romelu Lukaku, who is warming up, probably just staying warm. How important is he if he can make an appearance at all in these group stages?
Yeah, just the presence of him, the sheer presence and the power and the quality that he has, and his vocal presence as well. I think it affects the opposition as well, knowing that he's on the pitch. Concentration levels have to go even higher.
So the ball with the Belgian defence, and Jan Vertonghen, who plays the cross to his right to Alderweireld. And then Eden Hazard coming all the way back, plays it through the centre circle, just weaving his way past En-Nesyri, who was starting to try and nick that ball away. Boufal tried to get involved as well to steal it away from Meunier. It was a good pass actually from Meunier. It was a pacey one though, really. Batshuayi tried to get on the end of it. It was going all the way through to the penalty area, but couldn't find him, and out it goes to the goalkeeper El Khajaoui.
Really working hard, this Moroccan side.
Batshuayi, not a great pass to try and find De Bruyne, but they've picked it up again with Hazard on that left-hand side. Witsel carries on going. Left side for Belgium now, picked up by Hazard. Back through it goes to Witsel. Infield to Onana, halfway inside the Moroccan half. De Bruyne collects. Patient build-up play, this from Belgium. So they look to carve out another opportunity, but they'll have to wait a little bit longer because it's a throw-in now, a block from the Moroccan defenders just to steal it away from Kevin De Bruyne. He was just dancing his way through the midfield. Yeah,
just trying to make things happen now. Kevin De Bruyne is getting a little bit frustrated. Had a little shout at Onana there, waving his arms about as if to say, get it into there, get it into there. He's trying to affect everybody in and around him.
Well, they've gone back to Castagna on that left-hand side, finding Witsel just inside the Moroccan half, playing it across the centre circle, back through to Alderweireld, and now Meunier on this right side. Back it goes again to Alderweireld, finding De Bruyne, just plays it across the halfway line, and Meunier down this right side, trying to create something, but it's a good defensive block in the end by Mazraoui again. That's quite the challenge those two have got, Meunier and Mazraoui, down that wing to try and stop him from coming forward. Onana back in field again for Belgium, quickly picked up by Castagna because Morocco were trying to make it on the counter. Hakim Ziyech was coming through. Actually, I think he just about nicked Castagna on the foot. Yeah, he did. Well, actually, it looks like Castagna might have touched, might have gone onto the foot of Hakim Ziyech.
It's a good game though, good game. Morocco are doing really, really well, holding out Belgium at the moment. Onana's down, I think he caught one in the face there, but big strong lad, will be up in a minute. But it's quite evenly matched, even though Belgium have had the lion's share of the ball. They've moved it around nicely. Morocco have looked very, very organised. They kind of go into like a 4-5-1 when they haven't got the ball. En-Nesyri up there on his own and trying to make it difficult for Belgium.
Well, 2 minutes to go until we reach that 45-minute mark. Then we'll find out how much injury time we'll have in this first half. Onana turning into the centre circle to try and find the ball through to De Bruyne. But De Bruyne really is being man-marked by about 3 Moroccan players every time he's on the ball. Morocco worked this out well to the right-hand side to find Ziyech, who's got a little bit of space if he can get past. Castagna does really well. But in the end, I think it just about went out of play. Couldn't quite keep it in, could he, Ziyech?
Yeah, he just ran out of space, to be honest. The ball just bounced as it arrived at his feet, tried to control it with the outside of his left foot, and he just a bit loose with his touch there. He's been lively. En-Nesyri is getting more into the game. Onahi down the left-hand side, getting himself forward even more now. So they'll be happy with this so far, Morocco, I would think.
Alderweireld at the back for Belgium, plays it forward to Witsel. Witsel back to Alderweireld, and now Vertonghen on his left. De Bruyne comes back to help out. Are you seeing any differences in this Belgium side? Because it was a game against Canada where they were a little bit lacklustre. I mean, they got the job done. They made sure they got the goal 44 minutes into the game thanks to Michy Batshuayi. But the overall feeling was that they weren't very impressive of what we thought we were going to see from Belgium. Have they impressed you so far?
No, they've been okay. Again, there's, I said about Kevin De Bruyne, who's only in third gear. I think the whole team's in third gear. They haven't really hit any form yet.
Morocco doing well to stop Belgium from coming forward there. Amrabat with the block in. Great ball over to that right side to find Ziyech. Tries to weave his way through into the penalty area. Does well as well to get away from Torgan Hazard. But Hazard has been able to stick onto the ball, but actually puts the foul in, and it will be a free kick right on the edge of the penalty area on that far right-hand side. It was Ziyech who went down. Torgan Hazard, who thought he'd won the ball, actually didn't, and it will be a free kick to Morocco. Yeah,
just took the left leg of Ziyech. He's still on the floor, actually. I think he took a bit of both, to be fair, because his foot was in the air and he was jinking left and right. As soon as he touched his foot, his feet went from underneath him. And they got a free kick on the right-hand side as Morocco go forward. Corner of the box. This will be an in-swing, I would imagine, with pace, with loads of white shirts flooding in that box.
Well, incredibly, just the 1 minute of injury time in this first.
Minute?
Yeah, 1 minute. Can you believe it?
No, surely not. Give us 15 before half time. Come on.
Well, so we're into the 1 minute of additional time in this first half. Morocco have got themselves a free kick. It's still goalless, though neither side have been able to break the deadlock in this first half. Hakim Ziyech lines this up. Good delivery, and it's found its way in! And Morocco have found the opening. It was a brilliant free kick from Hakim Ziyech. Someone got on the end of it. They won't care because the fans have gone absolutely mental in this stadium. Morocco lead, Belgium 0, Morocco 1, and Hakim Ziyech, who did a fantastic delivery into the box, and it found its way all the way past Courtois.
It was so quick, we've not even seen a replay yet. The ball was whipped in, as I said. I knew it was going to be an in-swinger. He absolutely pinged it into an area. It went across the 6-yard box. I think it was going in anyway, but somebody did get a touch. We haven't seen the replays yet, but we'll find out very, very shortly. Here we go. Free kick. Ziyech. Oh, this one could be. This is going to be offside, I think. We're just having a look at these being, and I tell you what, I think it was Saïs that might be offside.
Yeah, well, I don't even know if either of them got a touch. Let's have a look at the replay again. No, they didn't. I think it's Ziyech.
But I think he went to the motion towards the ball by Ziyech. Yeah, I think this one is going to be ruled out. I think it'll be offside. The ball's on the centre spot, but I think it's going to be offside if they look at it again.
Well, it was between Hakimi and Saïs, the two defenders for Morocco, who were coming in to try and get on the end of that Hakim Ziyech free kick. Regardless, though, it was an absolutely outstanding free kick from Hakim Ziyech. VAR are, of course, checking this for offside, and the referee has been told to go over and have a look.
Yeah, Pete, this will take all of 3 seconds. You'll see it once, and he'll say it's offside, and then we'll get back to being all square. Shouldn't really take any time at all, this one. I've seen it straight away. There you go, it's clear as day, we can see it. It's his shoulder.
Yeah. Well, they're just showing us the replays of Saïs. They're looking, aren't they, to see if he's gone that direction for the ball to try and get on the end of it. Yeah. It's definitely Saïs who is the player in the offside position. So, no goal. Offside. And that has broken Moroccan hearts right before the half-time break.
Yeah, it was. Listen, it was everything about it was good. It was just that Saïs went too early. He was about half a yard offside. Would have been nice to go in 1-0, but it's not.
Well, that is it then. The half-time whistle goes. Well, we've had quite a bit of drama right at the end. Hakim Ziyech with an outstanding free kick for Morocco. Found its way all the way through into the back of the net, past Courtois. We're having a look at the replays again to see the offside position. It was Romain Saïs's shoulder which was actually deemed offside, and on the top of his head as well. So no goal for Morocco. It stays goalless. Belgium have had plenty of chances as well. Michy Batshuayi with probably the best one early on in this game, but we have a game on in the second half. So half-time score, Belgium 0, Morocco 0.
And Dion, Morocco will be happy with that, even though that late goal in the first half has been ruled out. They'll be happy with what they've done so far.
Yeah, listen, they've kept themselves in the game. Belgium have had most of the ball, as you would expect. They've kept it really well, and Morocco have been organised. They've been really organised when they get the ball back. They do attack with pace, especially down the right-hand side with Ziyech, as they were going off actually, Ziyech and Hakimi having a look at the big screens and telling the referee, look at the big screen, look at the big screen. Decision's done. It's 0-0, and you've done well to be 0-0.
And Karen, when at the start of the game, when the keeper was, well, they obviously noticed the keeper in goal for Morocco had changed during the game. Not too sure what minute everyone actually noticed that. But do you have a theory of what's happened and where Bono has gone? Has that ever happened, or have you ever experienced anything like that before?
It's a tough one. I was kind of trying to follow along, and I was like, hang on a second, like this looks a bit weird. But the only thing I've ever come across anything like that was, if someone's suddenly taken ill, or, like even the situation, I think I've had something like this in the past where you're struggling with like a headache or a migraine or something, and then suddenly kind of like, wow, like okay, maybe I need to come off, or who knows? Like honestly, it's one of those things where he could have just bottled it. Who knows?
After singing the anthems, he could have just bottled it, literally. Well, hopefully he's okay. Hopefully he's in a good place, and hopefully, he's feeling okay. We will try and find out what has happened to that Moroccan keeper and why there was a change made in goal for Morocco. But that could have been 1-0 up Morocco at half-time, although the goal was eventually ruled out through VAR. But Christoph, potentially, there could be, albeit for all of Belgium's possession, the alarm bells are there again.
Yes, and as I will say, we're still too old to win the World Cup, so I keep sticking to that one.
I can hear Dion laughing now. You're still making him laugh.
Yeah, so we were full in control. It was all better than we were used to in the game against Canada, but still, we were warned for the set pieces, and the players were warned, and that's something you already saw in the reaction of Courtois when Torgan Hazard gave the fall away. Damn, a free kick with Hakim Ziyech and other ones who can really kick good ones. Yes, so they're troubling us in that way, but I think we were in control, but we haven't had a lot of chances either. So I think Romelu Lukaku was intensively warming up during the first half. That's something.
Yeah, we saw him. We saw him down at the corner flag watching on as well in those warm-ups too.
That would be nice to see.
If we need him, we will. They will bring him up. Yep.
Okay, well, potentially another shock on the cards, because already we've had one with Costa Rica with the upset of the day so far. So Belgium 0, Morocco 0, Costa Rica beating Japan 1-0. Germany will be very happy about that. So wide open that group ahead of Spain against Germany, which is the 7 o'clock kickoff in the UK tonight. We're going to talk more, though, about Costa Rica after we've had the latest news here on 5 Live from Alison Hughes.
Take the World Cup with you. Qatar 2022.
On BBC Sounds, this is BBC Radio 5 Live.
Good afternoon. The Metropolitan Police are linking the murders of 2 teenagers in southeast London yesterday evening. The 2 16-year-olds were stabbed and killed a mile from each other in Thamesmead and Abbey Wood. Officers want to hear from anyone who may have seen a dark-coloured SUV-type vehicle in the area. Here's Deputy Commander Richard McDonough.
This is an extremely sad day for all of us who live or work in Greenwich. Police are investigating the tragic murders of 2 teenage boys, and my thoughts and deepest sympathies are with their families and friends, and indeed with local people in the Abbey Wood and Thamesmead, who I know are both shocked and appalled by what has happened.
The Transport Secretary Mark Harper wants unions to back reforms to the rail industry to free up the savings to fund pay rises. He rejected suggestions the government is blocking efforts to reach a deal to prevent further rail strikes, but insisted inflation-matching pay increases were not affordable. Here's the General Secretary of the Trades Union Congress, Frances O'Grady.
We've seen the cap lifted on bankers' bonuses, but nurses' pay driven down. We could give every public servant in this country an inflation-proof pay rise if we equalised capital gains tax on selling shares and second homes with income tax. That would raise enough money.
Rescue teams in Italy are still searching for around a dozen people after devastating landslides on the island of Ischia in the Gulf of Naples. Houses were buried in rivers of mud after torrential rain. One person is known to have died. Protests against the Chinese government's strict COVID measures have intensified, with some people publicly venting their anger at the Communist Party leaders. Thousands of protesters have turned out in cities across the country. And research by the charity Marie Curie has found that too many people in the UK are being let down at the end of their lives by inadequate out-of-hours support. The study says the current system leads to many patients having to make avoidable visits to emergency departments when they would be better cared for in the community.
For 7 decades,
Thousands of songs,
have soundtracked the lives of generations of us.
but there's only ever been
One official countdown.
Marking the 70th birthday of the UK's official singles chart.
We're playing the most streamed number ones.
from 1952
To 2022.
That's 7 playlists, bursting with hits. Compiled by the official charts company, exclusively for BBC Sounds. The UK's official most streamed songs.
To listen, open BBC Sounds, tap music.
And play most streamed chart. BBC 5 Live.
The FIFA World Cup, Qatar 2022 with Juliet Farrington.
Welcome back to 5 Live Sport. It's Belgium 0, Morocco 0 at half-time. But earlier today, in our first match, we had a huge upset with Costa Rica beating Japan.
Tiena into the area. Fuller! Costa Rica score! Keisha Fuller sparks an invasion of the substitutes off the bench. With 80 minutes on the clock, they take the lead against Japan.
Conor McNamara and Stephen Warnock there with the commentary, just loving Stephen there, hearing that emotion coming out of his voice and the relief, because up until that point it hadn't have been the best of matches in that one. But that 1-0 win helped Costa Rica their chances of reaching the round of 16. It also leaves them level on 3 points with Japan and Spain in Group E. Ileana Fernandez is a reporter at the Tico Times, Costa Rica's leading English language newspaper. Hello there, Ileana.
Hi, how are you? It's a pleasure to be here.
How's your mood right now?
I'm just really excited. It's been unbelievable. I mean, for a while we were sitting there watching the game and we're like, wow, this is amazing. We cannot believe what's going on right now. But yeah, it's been thrilling, honestly.
And what about the scenes like in and around you as well, back home in the country too?
The game was very early, so some people stayed home to just enjoy the game. But right now, everyone's just going crazy and everyone's out celebrating. It's mayhem, really.
Well, it was a 4 o'clock start, was it for you? Kickoff was 4 o'clock in the morning, so if they're still celebrating, they've got the whole day ahead to have the best party ever.
Absolutely, and I'm sure everyone will. You know, yeah, the kickoff was very, very early, so some people just decided to stay home. But after this, I'm sure that the party will go on for the whole day.
and considering the first game against Spain, where you were absolutely walloped 7-0, perhaps embarrassment of that as well, but to come back and do that, and to also give you a chance of going through to the last 16 as well. You've got that hope now, haven't you?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the game against Spain was humiliating. Everyone was really mad. And, well, we just thought our World Cup dream was over. But the players managed to pull through. And, you know, just having the hope of being able to advance to the next round is amazing. And the nation is very, very hopeful right now. Yeah.
And also to think that you've helped Germany as well, so they'll be really happy going into their match against Spain now that you did this against Japan.
That's right, and it's going to be really tough because we need Spain to win, and then we have to beat Germany. So it's going to be complicated. But this World Cup is showing us that anything can happen, really.
Yeah, anything can happen. Anything is possible. Ileana, thank you very much. We'll let you get back to your celebrations, and I hope that you enjoy them. If you want to get in touch, if you want to chip in to anything that we're doing today, 85058 or on Twitter at 5LiveSport. Tapir saying great to see Costa Rica win after the Spain game. Other teams might have just given up. And Matthew saying it wasn't a shock win. If you'd looked at this game before the World Cup and not based on what had happened in the opening matches, you would have said that these sides were fairly evenly matched, Japan and Costa Rica. So a 1-0 win for either would have not been a surprise. Our focus stays in Group F with our next live game, though, between Croatia and Canada. Don't forget Belgium, Morocco at half-time. We'll be going back there shortly, is 0-0. Ian Dennis and Matt Upson, you're inside the Khalifa International Stadium. And Deno, these two nations, they've never met, but you kind of sense it's a bit of a grudge match all of a sudden with everything that's been going on in the build-up with this one.
Well, it is, because I think inadvertently John Herdman, the coach of Canada, has upset Croatia, because when they had the huddle after that performance the other night against Belgium, I'm trying to think how's the best way to describe this. He basically told his players that they belong here, and then we are going to, well, bearing in mind the time of day, we're going to do them. But there was an expletive in there, and therefore Croatia have taken that as a sign of disrespect, and the headlines have had a field day at John Herdman's expense, so much so that the maple leaf has been superimposed on his mouth, and then there was another maple leaf superimposed in his nether regions, basically just saying, now do you have the cojones, I think is the best way to describe it.
Well, the balls, that's it. Let's just say it. Have you got the balls to go on and beat Croatia this afternoon in their match? I mean, we are in Group F, I guess, Matt Upson, so you can kind of work out what we're trying to say. But when you look at the statistics, Matt, with Canada, it does seem to be, everyone seems to want to see Canada do well on that performance against Belgium. They recorded an XG of 3.35 in their opening game. That's the highest of any side in the first round of group games. So they've got some pace, haven't they? And they've got the potential to cause Croatia some problems.
Yeah, I think everyone was really surprised about how exciting they were to watch. To be honest, they're on the big stage. Nobody knows too much about them as a team and how they perform and what they do collectively. And there was some really interesting developments in that team. They've got some good players. But you're right in that the manner in which they went about this, the freedom that they had to go and express themselves, I think that's what John Herdman's all about, if I'm honest. And I think maybe he's overexpressed himself a little bit in the build-up to this game. But I think that as a coach, that's what he's about, getting his players to be free and to go and deliver. And that's what you saw from Canada. So you want to see the same again today, and they can be a real threat when they perform like that.
They just seem to want to have fun. As a player, though, how hard is it to put in a performance of the quality that Canada did? As you say, not many people knew that much about them. They haven't had many World Cups and tournament experience. But how difficult is it to put in a performance like that against a team like Belgium but still lose, if that makes sense?
Yeah, well, I think being the underdog can sometimes suit, because the expectation level is low. Like I said, nobody really knew too much about Canada coming into this tournament, but they're going to have a little bit more expectation now. So maybe that second game, Jules, is the harder one, because we've seen what they can do. Now it's like, can you re-deliver? Can we see that again? Can we see that same kind of expression? So that's going to be the challenge for Canada today.
Thanks, Matt. Thanks, Ian. Croatia against Canada in Group F. That's our next live game after the game between Belgium and Morocco, which is goalless. Ian and Matt inside the Khalifa International Stadium. Elsewhere this afternoon, as I can see the Belgian players coming out, it looks like they're coming out first, so maybe they've had a little bit of a rocket from Roberto Martinez. Bournemouth have confirmed the appointment of Gary O'Neill as head coach on a permanent basis. He signed an initial 1.5-year contract. And in the second round of the FA Cup, non-league Ebbsfleet are trailing League One Fleetwood Town 1-0. Commentary of that on 5 Sports Extra, and later on Newport County against Derby, that follows from 3, and Ipswich against Buxton is at 5:15. All those in the second round of the FA Cup. But it's goalless between Belgium and Morocco, and we can go back to our commentary team, Dion Dublin and Pete Meulenstein, for the second half.
Thank you very much, Jules. Right on time, because Morocco about to get us back underway in this second half. Goalless it finished in that first half, although Hakim Ziyech did have the ball in the back of the net. An outstanding free kick delivery, found its way all the way through. No changes in this second half as the play gets underway, so I'll take you through the two teams quickly. For Belgium, Courtois in goal. It is Vertonghen, Alderweireld and Castagna the back three. Meunier, Onana, Witsel and Torgan Hazard make up the midfield. De Bruyne and Eden Hazard are behind Michy Batshuayi. Are you interested to see how Belgium will come out in this second half? Do you think they would have been happy with their performance?
Not really, no. I'm pretty sure the manager would expect more from his side and his crop of superstars. Just a little bit more. Go into fourth gear. They're in third gear at the moment, but they need to step it up a bit.
As for the Morocco team, it's the same team that finished the first half. El Khajaoui in goal. Back four of Hakimi, Saiss, Aguerd and Mazraoui. Unahi, Amrabat and Amala in midfield. Ziyech, En-Nesyri and Soufiane Boufal are the three up front for Morocco. But we were talking at half-time, Dion, about the fact that Morocco would have had a little bit more energy going into that half-time break, especially after seeing that goal go in from Hakim Ziyech, albeit, of course, denied by the offside rule because of Saiss's shoulder and the top of his head being offside. But that will have given them some hope in this game.
Yeah, they'll be buoyed by that. You know, when they did get the ball in the first half, they used it well. They used it with pace. Obviously, they're trying to get Ziyech on the ball as much as possible. Amala's got to do more for me. Unahi's got to do a little bit more going forward as well. Defending-wise, they've done really well. But if you can get those two up and down the flanks, I do believe you'll have a different game.
The ball at the back now with Belgium, and they said try and play it forward, but no Belgian players up front to try and get on the end of it. So it will be El Khajaoui to try and clear that ball forward, finding Witsel, but he tries to head it back and into the face of Torgan Hazard. Couldn't quite hold on to it. So Castagna at the back now for Belgium on that left-hand side. Played it all the way through as Torgan Hazard will try and charge forward into the penalty area, but the keeper for Morocco, El Khajaoui, doing really well to come out of his area and clear that ball away.
All the bits and bobs now are falling to Morocco because they're working so hard. All the bits and bobs in the midfield, it's just bouncing off shins. It hasn't settled down yet, the second half. But Morocco have come out the blocks, the better of the two sides at the moment with the pace and quality.
Well, Belgium did beat Canada in their first group stage game, despite facing 22 shots. Of course, Thibaut Courtois as well saved a penalty from Alphonso Davies. So they will be hoping they can continue where they left off. They, of course, got that goal through Michy Batshuayi in the first half. But as of yet, neither side have been able to break the deadlock as the free kick comes in from Morocco. Nothing too testing though for the Belgian defence, and that's good play from Batshuayi to play it back across to Hazard, who's travelling forward into that centre circle to try and find a bit of space on this right side for Belgium, but they can't hold on to it. And Morocco, as they try to come forward, they're screaming that they wanted a free kick. Actually, Morocco on this left-hand side tried to nick that ball away from the Belgian midfielder, didn't get it. Play will go on with De Bruyne, who's travelling into the centre circle to find Amadou Onana, who's had quite a great start for Everton, hasn't he? The tall midfielder, he's very imposing as a player.
Yeah, he is. He's a good player, just a little bit rash at times, but when he's on the ball, he keeps it nice and simple. Not like that, he just gave it away.
Always happens, doesn't it, when we're talking about
the
it?
The curse of the commentator.
Well, the referee's just blown his whistle to, I think, give a free kick to Morocco, just inside the Belgian half, on the halfway line. Picked up by Amrabat. And the referee tells him to go back and do it all over again. He wasn't happy with the first time.
So that's 3 yards back has made all the difference, referee.
Yeah. Mounier getting in there on the right side to block Morocco from coming in on the left. And Belgium trying to come forward, but they are so well structured at Morocco. They aren't letting Belgium through at all. And Naziri now for Morocco, driving forward, trying to get a squeeze into the penalty area. Back out it goes to find Hakim Ziyech. Ziyech now going up against Witsel, turns to get the shot away. Ziyech does so. It was bouncing and low and easily enough into the hands of Courtois.
Yeah, 25 yards out there. Ziyech, Witsel forcing him onto his right foot, but he just has this. He has this way. He just drops his right shoulder, gets on his left, and takes the shot. Don't let him onto his left foot. That's the danger.
Well, Morocco have quite a tough test to try and get a goal past the best goalkeeper at the Ballon d'Or Awards, Thibaut Courtois. He also won the Golden Glove Award at the 2018 World Cup, Courtois, so a outstanding world-class goalkeeper to try and get past. And then they've also got to get past that back three of Belgium that have been so far doing a job of keeping them at bay, relatively at bay, despite that one set-piece chance that Morocco had at the end of the first half with Hakim Ziyech. And that is the danger that he has, and that is what they need to look out for, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. It really is. But at the moment, you know, they're getting really pressed at the moment, Belgium. Courtois getting squeezed down by Naziri, and all the white shirts are coming in behind, so they've got a good full press on. These Belgian players finding it difficult to get out.
Picked up by Onana and sent forward towards Hazard. Michy Batshuayi getting into the penalty area, looking to create an opportunity. Great work from Hazard, who has a shot on goal, and it's punched away by the Moroccan goalkeeper El Khajaoui. Tried to go at the near post, he had it covered.
Yeah, he did have it covered as well. A lovely little drop of the shoulder. It was going to possibly hit the post and go wide. I don't think it was going in, but he had to make sure. Keeper had good runs of De Bruyne and Batshuayi in and around him, but we know how good Eden Hazard can be, one-on-ones.
Well, we've just seen the close-up of when Eden Hazard took that shot. You can really see the flames on the socks, the design of the Belgian kits, with these flames travelling forward. So it is a corner then to Belgium, as you can hear, because of the boos and the whistles that are ringing around the stadium. Decent delivery in, and it was Onana, I think, who got there, towered above everyone to try and get the header on, couldn't get it down and on target.
Yeah, a lot of the time when the ball comes in the box, you don't really want to be attempting a standing jump and having to jump from 2 feet up in the air and trying to head the ball forward. You've got to be on the move, you've got to find your space, you've got to get around the back, you've got to move your defender a little bit static there from those Belgian players in the box, making it even more difficult for them to head for goal.
Reminder, there's also a FA Cup commentary on 5 Sports Section from 3:15, Newport County against Derby County. That's commentary coming from Radio Wales. And at 5 o'clock, Ipswich Town against Buxton, coming from Radio Suffolk. Aaron Paul is there for 5 Live updates. So plenty coming across 5 Live network. We're on the World Service as well for this game. Belgium against Morocco. Hakim Ziyech was coming down that right-hand side for Morocco. Went down, was looking for the foul, but the referee says play on. And so Belgium do. They've got an opportunity here with Mounier, who's driving down that right-hand side. It's a great block, though, at the back from Morocco to deny him from coming forward.
That's an awful ball from Mounier. It really is. A great ball from Onana from the centre of the pitch. He makes him run forward, then his ball in the box is terrible, hit the first man. He's got to do better than that. Batshuayi's working so hard to get in the box, and his ball's terrible. Just that little bit of quality.
Well, they keep going. Belgium with De Bruyne, who gets away from Ziyech, turns and crosses it to Hazard on the left-hand side, finding his brother Thorgan Hazard. Across it goes, and it was actually a little bit of a scuffed clearance from Amrabat, who hit it to try and clear it away, but in the end hit it upwards. and comfortably into the hands of El Kajawi.
If he's trying to disguise a clearance from the edge of the box to make sure it goes to the keeper in his hands, that is amazing. Well done, pal. You fooled me anyway. You fooled me.
Are you a glass half full kind of guy?
Always, yes. My glass doesn't stay full very long, to be fair, not even half full, so I'm always filling it.
Ball with Morocco now, and Hakimi playing it across that right-hand side, trying to come forward. Forward it goes to Agad, who has control of the ball. Now looking for options, plays it back instead to Saiss. Saiss has Amrabat to his left, but decides to travel it forward and tries to get it over the halfway line. Back out it goes to Agad, across to Amrabat. He's just pushed a little bit further back, tries to travel into midfield, and Belgium just letting them have their own spell of possession at the moment. Morocco, they'll be looking to come forward now. Good cross, charging down this left-hand side. Back out it goes on the edge of the penalty area. Onana doing all he can to try and get involved there to stop this threat from coming in. Morocco keep on going. They're just trying to find that entrance into the penalty area at the moment. Belgium have been able to take it away thanks to Thorgan Hazard. And then Castagna with the clearance forward to Batshuayi. Picked up here on the left by Eden Hazard, but it's well taken away by Amrabat. And it's just going back and forth at the moment, really. From one end to the other. Courtois getting booed as he's on the ball. Plays it forward to Castagna down this left-hand side, who will charge forward to try and get that through the midfield. Nice bit of play from Belgium, and as I said that, they play it out. Thorgan Hazard didn't quite read that, and he went out for a throw.
Yeah, nice little interplay between the two Hazard brothers right in front of the manager, but they overplayed it, and Thorgan Hazard tried to play it back to his brother, and he wasn't expecting it back. But Morocco at the moment, the fans are making the noise, and the players are looking comfortable. This is exactly what Belgium were doing in the first half, trying to take control of the game from the back. Amrabat just dropping in there as well, playmaker.
Well, 55 minutes on the clock, so 10 minutes into this second half. It's still goalless here. Nothing really to separate the two sides. Morocco looking to press on forward with Hakim Ziyech, who plays that neat ball over to that left-hand side to find Boufal, who's weaving his way. Boufal with a chance! And just wide, tried to cross it across the face of goal, couldn't quite find the back of the net, but that was the best opportunity the second half that Morocco have had, and it all came from Soufiane Boufal.
Brilliant, absolutely brilliant work that was. Ziyech first and foremost on the right-hand side, doing a few pirouettes, trying to get onto his left foot. Watching the replay, it's about a yard wide, it's not too far away. Boufal gets it one-on-one with Meunier, comes on his right foot and just tries to curl it in that far corner. Just gets it wrong, but there's an opening there for them. If they get one-on-one in those wide areas, it can cause some havoc.
They are certainly looking the more dangerous side at the moment, Morocco. You might remember Boufal from his time at Southampton. It was quite a difficult spell for him, really. He's moved back to his first professional club, Angers. He only scored 3 goals in his 70 Premier League appearances. He's done much better, though, in Ligue 1 as Morocco tries to come forward again. And Naziri goes down in the... But actually, it's Amala who's down. They were looking for a penalty. The referee right in front of it. Belgium hold on to the ball now with Witsel, who travels with it on the right-hand side past the halfway line. Going forward. There's not too many options, though, for Belgium. Morocco doing really well to get back and defend. And now they come forward on the counter, looking to play that ball over to An-Nesyri. Needs to get a good touch, and it wasn't really one. And it travelled into the hands of Courtois.
It's end-to-end at the moment, isn't it? It really is. Batshuayi's just been brought down here. The referee's let a lot go. I've got to say, there's been some challenges where I've thought, yeah, you've got that one right, but there's been plenty as well when I think, wow, he's let it all go. A few tackles from behind and a bit of off-the-ball stuff, and the referee's just waving his arms and say, get up, get on with the game. You're not getting anything from me for rolling around on the floor.
Well, it certainly is a brilliant game between these two sides. Still goalless, though. We are reaching the hour mark shortly, just a minute away from that. Belgium ranked second in the world compared to Morocco, who are 23rd. So quite the gap between the two, but Morocco looking the more dangerous side at the moment. Belgium with the ball, and it's Witsel on the halfway line, plays it back across, and now Castagna on this left-hand side. The Moroccan fans have been absolutely superb in this game. I mean, the noise that's coming from the stands, that must really lift this Moroccan side, Dion.
Yeah, they'll hear it. and those and the Belgian players as well, because I'm pretty sure their fans are contributing to it too. But it's an intriguing game, this one, because both sides are trying to find a way through the centre of the pitch. Onana's getting on the ball and Amrabat's getting on the ball as well. They're all just trying to make something happen, but they keep hitting a brick wall of good defending.
Castagna back across to Vertonghen, who is playing that most central centre-back position in that back three for Belgium. Forward it goes by De Bruyne. They've done well to keep him quiet, Morocco.
Yeah, that's a tough job in itself, but he just doesn't look himself to me, De Bruyne. He looks a little bit leggy, a little bit tired. He's better than what we're seeing, but yes, it is an intriguing game at the moment. Substitution.
Ziyech was trying to make his way down that right-hand side. Foul came in from Onana, and here comes the changes then.
Yeah. I think Tielemans is one.
Yeah, so Yuri Tielemans and Dries Mertens, the two to come on. And I think it's Onana and Eden Hazard, the two that have come off.
Yeah, maybe got to try and get some more ball into Tielemans. Onana's the more physical presence in there. Tielemans will want to just play around the corner. Little 1-2s. He'll get himself on the edge of the box as well. He'll strike the ball if he can. So there's another goal threat on the pitch with Tielemans as well, which is good for Belgium.
So the first roll of the dice made then by Roberto Martinez. Courtois coming under a little bit of pressure as he tried to play that ball out wide to Mertens, who's only just come onto the pitch for a matter of moments. Morocco have the ball in their possession though. Out it goes to Boufal. Tries to weave his way through, decides to go out onto that left-hand side to find Mazraoui. Blocked though by Witsel, and it will be finding its way back through to Amrabat, the centre midfielder for Morocco. Forward it goes, back out to En-Nesyri, who tries to weave his way around Yuri Tielemans, and then the shot came in from Mazraoui. It was a weak one, really.
Yeah, didn't quite catch it that time. It's just a loose ball, about 25-30 yards out. Mazraoui gets it all wrong. He actually strikes it onto his standing foot, so harmlessly out for a goal kick. Energy levels of those Moroccan players hasn't gone anywhere. They have some fit lads out there, let me tell you, they're working really hard. It's 0-0, they've got every chance.
Yeah, still goalless here. Neither side have been able to break the deadlock. Just gone past the hour mark in this game here on 5 Live and on the World Service. Plenty more action coming up on 5 Live as well. After us, Croatia against Canada, the other teams in this group. That's with Ian Dennis and Matt Upson coming up at 4 o'clock. Then 7 p.m, Spain against Germany. What a match that will be. It will actually be one of these games that these teams will be looking out for, because whoever does progress into the last 16, it is those two groups against each other, whoever comes first and second. So we all thought it might have been Spain and Germany, but who knows after what's been happening. So many shocks and upsets in this World Cup so far.
Yeah, it's been great, and that's what's brilliant about it. You just don't know. You expect Belgium to turn up today and win this game at a canter, and at the moment they're finding it difficult to find a way through. A very organised Moroccan side.
Very organised Moroccan side, who aren't letting the midfield come anywhere through, but they found the pass on to De Bruyne. Dries Mertens was making his way forward too, but again, that defensive solidity from Morocco at the back. They just have an answer to everything that Belgium are showing them.
Yeah, they do, and they're allowed. I mean, Batshuayi again offside. Just at the start of that move, he's offside. He's standing in an offside position as the ball's being played to him. He can see he's a yard behind the defence. You can't do that. It's just lazy centre forward play. Get yourself onside and give your team a chance to create chances.
Lagarde forward to Ziyech into the Moroccan half as the Moroccan defenders just carry on this possession. It's been allowed by Amrabat to play it forward across to the centre circle and out wide to that left-hand side. Mazraoui trying to weave his way past those Belgian defenders who are coming forward. Still allowed to come through. Cross comes into the box from Morocco. It missed all the way through and picked up on the edge on this right-hand side now by Hakim Ziyech, who's doing a little bit of skill to try and make his way past Castagna. Back out it goes to Hakimi, looks to get the cross in. Oh, it's kept in play as well, brilliantly well. It was right on the baseline, and Morocco couldn't make the most of it. Actually looked like it was going all the way out. but that was brilliant work, really, on that left-hand side. I think it was Boufal,
It was actually Boufal. The cross was actually overhit, but Boufal read it, and he went right to the far post, and he kept it in on the volley over Courtois' head. And I think it was Vertonghen that had to head it away. Panic defending there from Belgium. Good spell for Morocco, though.
They are certainly looking more and more dangerous. Goalless it stays, though, as they try and test this Belgium defence. Tielemans just missed out on it, so Amrabat will try and play it forward again, but it was a poor ball, and headed out and back down by Meunier to the keeper, Courtois.
Bit of frustration, I think, creeping into this Belgium side. There's lots of arms being thrown about at each other.
De Bruyne driving forward now, trying to cut in field onto the edge of the D. Gets pushed back by that Moroccan defence. That's really good work to not let him get through, because you know when he gets a little bit of space, he will have a shot. Witsel collects it, though, halfway inside the Moroccan half. Hazard, back out it goes to Mertens! Great chance, punched away, almost got on the end of it, a rebound, and it needed defending away, and they did just that, Morocco. Mertens with a really painful face, can't believe that didn't go past El Khajaoui.
Great skill from Mertens, it really was. Weaved in and out, he took his shot from just at the edge of the box, right in the centre of that D. It's a good save, but on the right-hand side, I'm sure Mertens could see, I think it was Castagna, he was flying down the right-hand side. He had a free shot at goal. Take the right decision, make the right decision, give yourself a chance of going ahead.
Well, we've just seen that Kevin De Bruyne had a throw-in halfway inside the Moroccan half on this near left-hand side, and Romelu Lukaku, who's been warming up for the past couple of minutes, went over to have a word with him. I don't know what he was saying to him, but probably just saying, get more of those balls, and if you see a little bit more space, have a shot, because they've not really given Kevin De Bruyne any space, and I suppose that's one of the key players that they would have picked out to make sure they're not going to let him through. It's Hazard on this left side for Belgium, looking to get that cross in, headed away and back out to the top of the D. Picked up again by Meunier on this right side, trying to weave his way through, kept in play as well. Back out it goes, looking for Batshuayi, gets on the turn, trying to find a bit of space. Took a deflection, and it just took all the pace away as he was right in front of goal and picked up into the hands of El Khajaoui.
Yeah, I think there might be a flag on this one. I don't know what the flag's for, but the linesman was definitely flagging, so there's a problem somewhere. No goal, no harm done though. Belgium just trying to find a way through, but there's definitely a flag on the play. I think it was might have been Batshuayi again. But I'm watching you saying Romelu Lukaku's getting warmed up. If he gets warm from walking about like that, I'll be absolutely flabbergasted. I don't know how you can get warm when you're just having a little chat with your pals, and maybe a little groin stretch every couple of steps, maybe a calf stretch every couple of steps. Whatever you do, don't start running, because you will get warm.
So a change for Morocco then. Yahya Atiadala comes on for Selim Amala. And Sabiri has also come on. I'll have to wait to see who the player is that is making way. 2 changes for Morocco. I'm pretty sure it's Hakimi who has come off. Yeah, it is. So Sabiri and Atiadala, the 2 to come on for Morocco. Had a good game, Hakimi.
Yeah, he did well. Steady, did his job defensively, got himself forward when he could. But yeah, listen, he's left his team in a very, very good position, 0-0 at present against one of the best in the world, and they're still in this game. There's 3 points to be had here for somebody.
Well, Atiadala, who's just come on, has moved over to the left-hand side, so Mazraoui now moving onto the right side for Morocco. Oh, we're just seeing images of Roberto Martinez. That doesn't look like a happy man, does it?
No, scowling, shouting instructions onto the pitch. Probably having a go at Batshuayi there for handballing it as he was bringing the ball down. He's worked hard tonight, but he hasn't had his best game. Batshuayi up the top there for Belgium. Needs to do a little bit more, get himself on side when he's making runs into the box. Little things that he can work on.
Morocco coming forward again on that left side, cutting infield, goes for the shot all the way from distance. It was looping over and wide by Unahi. took it from probably halfway inside the Belgium half. That was ambitious. Skied it.
Yeah, I mean, if Unani scores from there, I think there's about 4 other passes on he could have made there, but he shot from 35 yards, wasted.
Ziyech turning to try and face forward and get that pass on, but couldn't quite find Hunahi, who's a player just moments ago who had that shot from distance. Wasted opportunity really for Morocco. So a throw in then for Belgium, taken by Torgan Hazard. Back to Castagna on this near side as Belgium look to come forward. Reminder, if Belgium win this game, they will go through to the last 16, and it all depends on what happens in the later game, which 5 Live have got a full match commentary of as well. Croatia against Canada. If that's a draw, then Belgium will go through as top, as winners of that group. So, plenty of action coming up on 5 Live. We are with the World Service as well. Still 0-0 against Belgium and Morocco, just about 30 seconds away from reaching that 70-minute mark. Have you seen any difference in this Belgian side from the first half?
Not really. I haven't seen Tielemans on the ball. He hasn't really had a kick. He's made a couple of good challenges, but they need to get him on the ball and let De Bruyne have a bit of a breather in that little 10 roll and let Tielemans start being the playmaker.
Hazard through to De Bruyne down that left side. Not allowed through though, and stopped in his tracks by Aguerd. De Bruyne takes that throw in quickly, looking for Tielemans, who was making his way forward into the penalty area. Couldn't quite get the connection he wanted to it, and out it goes for a goal kick.
Yeah, it's a frustrating one, I would imagine, for the manager, seeing all these players just not underperform, but just not being at their best, not picking the right pass at the right time. Kevin De Bruyne looks a little bit tired to me. Hazard looks a little bit tired. Torgan Hazard has done okay, but it's not what we expect from this Belgium side.
Belgium coming forward now with De Bruyne. Tried to play it to that left-hand side into the penalty area to try and find Michy Batshuayi, but it was good defending in the end. I think it was Aguerd who got there just in time to take it away from him. And Morocco can come forward now with Unahi. Played across to Boufal, who's been all across that front three. Great crossover. Missed in the end by Meunier. Will be picked up by Atiatala on this left side. Goes down, challenge from Meunier. Picked up by the referee. Will be a free kick.
Yeah, it might be a yellow card as well, this, because I think a little bit of skill. Yeah, it was. Looking at the replay there. Clumsy challenge from Meunier. Now, this is Ziyech territory when it comes to crossing the ball from wide areas. I think there's another change, or another couple of changes.
Yeah, a couple of changes happening again for Morocco. So it will be Soufiane Boufal to make way for Abouklal. And then also it will be Youssef En-Nesyri to make way for Hamdallah. So a change in the front three, 2 changes, and they will be hoping they can make an impact. They have got a free kick all the way on that far side, only a couple of yards away from the corner flag really. Hakim Ziyech, the player who has surrounded it to try and take it, but a big round of applause for their key striker Youssef En-Nesyri as he makes his way off and is replaced by Hamdallah.
Played well today. En-Nesyri's worked really hard. Team player, holding the ball up, making it difficult for those defences. Didn't really get a chance or any clear-cut chances, but he's played his part in this game. It's still 0-0, 20 minutes to go.
Corner comes in, it's found its way all the way through. It's almost identical to what Hakim Ziyech did. And it's an outstanding free kick from Sabiri. It happened all so quickly. Belgium have been taken by surprise. It was a fabulous delivery in. And Morocco lead. Abdelhamid Sabiri with a wonderful free kick. And Belgium caught out again.
Wow, what a free kick that is, by the way. I do believe that Courtois may have tried to sort of sneak out of his box a little bit, his area, away from that near post, maybe anticipating a cross, so he could come and punch it away. And as he stepped away, Sabiri's just seen enough of a gap. Here's the replay. Oh, he's a long way away from his near post. So Courtois is in the centre of the goal, about 2 yards off his line. And this has just gone in at the near post. It's just gone in at the near post. Hasn't been touched. Sabiri from the free kick, straight to the near post. Courtois just wrong-footed in the wrong place. Wow, 1-0 Morocco.
Well, that has lifted this place like you wouldn't believe, and now an opportunity for Belgium to make a couple of changes themselves as well. Well, that has got some thinking to do now for Belgium. They are trailing by 1-0 against Morocco, who have taken them by surprise again with a free kick. An outstanding free kick. It wasn't Ziyech this time, it was Sabiri, and it was brilliant. Leandro Trossard has come on for Belgium.
This is an interesting one now, this one. Belgium have to come out and play. And Morocco on the break again with Ziyech down the right-hand side.
Ziyech plays in a great ball over to Unahi, tries to get it over to that left-hand side, but it's kept away and kept at bay by Belgium. Charles de la Catelaire has also come on for Belgium. So 2 changes for Belgium being made very quickly after that goal went in for Morocco. Now Trossard on this left side looks to cross it into the right, into the penalty area, but kicked away by Morocco. That has shaken Belgium up a little bit. They've got to start going for it now. Morocco, who are leading by 1-0, thanks to a superb free kick taken by Sabiri. You've got to have a look at that one if you can on the highlights, because that was brilliant.
Just caught out of that near post, Courtois expecting the cross, and he shoots at the near post. It's a brilliant goal. It's well executed as well. Morocco now, they've just gone into a 4-4-1-1 at the moment. Belgium have to show us something. Belgium has to. Should I say, the Belgian players have to come out now with energy and quality. They have to show us what they are made of. They are 1-0 down against Morocco, and in the second half I would say Morocco deserved to be up.
Michy Batshuayi and Torgan Hazard, the 2 players for Belgium who went off straight after that Moroccan goal went in. There's a corner now for Belgium. It will be Mertens to take it for them on this near side. Swings it into the box, headed away by Morocco, and out it goes over to find Ziyech. Picked up again by Mertens on this left side. They're trying to push forward and attack this Moroccan defence. Out it goes to De Bruyne, who'll try and deliver that into the penalty area. It's missed by everyone. There's a couple of players down for Belgium. They couldn't get on the end of it. Actually, there's 2 players who stay down.
Yeah, one of those in-swinging crosses that we know Kevin De Bruyne for when he's playing for Manchester City. Always puts it on the money, but again, white shirts, Saïs the leader, the captain, I can see him jumping up and just dropping his head out the way so he doesn't give a corner away. Very well marshalled today, that Moroccan defence by Saïs. More changes again for Morocco.
Yeah, another change. So Joud El Yamik will come on and replace Azzedine Ounahi in that midfield. He is a defender, so this is a bit more of a defensive change. So you would expect that, really, wouldn't you?
Yeah,
now that they're 1-0 up.
Yeah, absolutely. Hold on to what you've got. Try and play in a positive way, but make sure that you are defensively sound. I'm looking at the captain again, Saïs. Now he's slapping his hands, he's clapping, he's waving his hands in emotion as if to say, come on, boys, come on. Look what we've done, look how hard we've worked. And the bat as well. He's flying his hands around, telling everybody where to go, what to do. They know they are on the brink of something special here today.
So, Morocco have used all 5 of their substitutions now. They've tried to make it a little bit more defensively solid by bringing on El Yamik. Belgium looking for an equaliser. Morocco, who are leading by 1-0. We are reaching the 80-minute mark shortly. So not long for Belgium to try and go. But you have to say, Morocco have been absolutely outstanding today. They've kept Belgium at bay, especially their key players, which they would have targeted to make sure they couldn't get any space through.
Yeah, there's been nothing for them today. Belgium have really had a go, but
Now they come forward again with Hamdallah, who actually loses out in the end. It was not a great touch for him, which was just easy enough for Vertonghen to play it back to Courtois. And now Tielemans carrying that ball through in midfield. Onto the left it goes to Leandro Trossard, who's driving at this Moroccan defence. He's got some pace and he gets past Mazraoui, but a little bit too much on that ball. Couldn't get on the end of it, and it will be a goal kick.
Yeah. I think there's Amrabat there just looking back at his fans over his shoulder saying, come on, give us the support that we want to get us over the line. Trossard just taking on his defender, as we know he can do, but they're doubling up every time now. They're using every bit of energy they have, these Moroccan players in white shirts. They come up together, they go back together.
Well, all of the substitutes for Morocco are not sat down. They're all in the technical area. They're trying to put some coaching pointers across as well. They are absolutely desperate to try and hold on to this lead. Walid Regragui as well, the Moroccan manager, has been right on the edge of his technical area. He's been shouting at his players to try and make sure they stay into position. We've just seen Romelu Lukaku has been readied for Belgium to come on for the final 10 minutes or so of this game. Morocco leading by a goal to nil against Belgium. Belgium, of course, who already beat Canada in their opening group game. If they had won this game, they would have gone straight through to the last 16. It's looking more and more unlikely now. There's two players down. It's Witsel for Belgium, who got in touch with that, and then Ziyech as well. Both of them going for the ball. There was a bit of a high boot in there too. The referee will just have to sort this out because a couple of players surrounding him.
Yeah, there's two high boots in there. Ziyech catches one in a very painful place, but I think Witsel's up on his feet now. They're both on their feet, which is good. Free kick for Belgium though, and Lukaku waits and waits and waits, and I think is it Meunier?
Yep, so Meunier is coming all the way over. He will be replaced by Romelu Lukaku. So this, another roll at the dice for Belgium in the final one as well. They've now also used all 5 substitutions. Romelu Lukaku hasn't featured in the World Cup yet this term. He comes on for the final 10 minutes of this game. Out onto the right-hand side for Belgium, looking to get that cross in. It rebounded away and will be a corner. Came off Atiatala. And Belgium have an opportunity on the far side. They've got a corner and they will push everything to it now. Dries Mertens, the player who puts it onto the spot to take this.
Yeah, it's going to be an outswinger this time. 6 or 7 red shirts in their positions. Lukaku at the far post.
Well, the noise is deafening inside this stadium. As soon as Belgium have the ball, the Moroccan fans are booing and whistling. That is exactly what they're doing now before this ball gets taken. Corner comes in, looking for that far post, and it was Vertonghen who reached highest, right onto that penalty spot. Clamber into the box, but he got there. Just couldn't quite get the target enough.
Yeah, he's just leaning over. His defender there just couldn't aim it. A guard, I think it was, just trying to get over the big centre half, and he just couldn't guide it into that far post. I see a slow motion clip of him hitting his forehead as if to say, gosh, I've got that one wrong.
So big kick forward then from the goalkeeper El Khajaoui, but it's picked up again by De Bruyne inside the Belgian half. Played across to Tielemans, into the centre circle he goes, plays it across to his right, back out to Jan Vertonghen, forward to De Bruyne. They're pushing it. Romelu Lukaku wants a good delivery, didn't quite find it from De Bruyne, and headed away back into the feet of Amrabat, who decides to go back to his keeper El Khajaoui, who boots that away from danger, as far away from danger as he possibly can. Ziyech tries to hold on to it on the halfway line. Amrabat does the same, picked up though by Mertens on the halfway line again. Just not been able to get out of midfield at the moment, Belgium. Morocco pushing them and pushing them and pushing them. Witsel into the centre circle, back across it goes to Vertonghen. Now De Bruyne on this left-hand side, looking to edge further and further towards that Moroccan goal. Almost left there by Dries Mertens to try and play it through to Romelu Lukaku on the edge of the penalty area. It was missed and played out.
Yeah, it must be frustrating for the manager. I mean, you look at that midfield there, even now they've made a few. Tielemans in there, De Bruyne's in there, Mertens is in there, Trossard is in there. They've got so much quality. Witzel's in there as well. They've got all the quality you could wish for, but they just cannot play the football that they want to play. They haven't been on their game today, but they've been forced to make mistakes from a very, very well-oiled Moroccan side today.
Belgium at the back with Castagna. He loses out though, and picked up by Abouhlal. Onto the left side. Morocco looking for their second goal of the afternoon. 1-0 they lead against Belgium. 5 minutes or so to go until we reach the 90-minute mark. Romain Saïs at the back, plays it across to his centre-back pairing, Agad, who goes back to his keeper, El Khajaoui. He plays it out to the left-hand side, and it's Castagna who was coming all the way forward, charging, trying to win that ball back, but Morocco hold out strong. Ziyech picks this up, looking to play this in. Could be a massive opportunity for Morocco, but they couldn't quite get there, and it was well defended in the end by Leandro Trossard. Hamdallah was making his way onto the penalty spot. Couldn't quite find him. That ball across from Ziyech, but again it looked like they were in, and they look dangerous. Yeah, they do, going forward, just overhit his pass. Ziyech, not like him, because he's had an absolutely fantastic game today. His energy levels have been great, physical as well. Slight and tall, but he's put himself about. He's absolutely shattered at the moment. All those shirts, those players in white shirts are shattered. But they keep going and they keep attacking. Abouhlal has done really well to squeeze that away past the Belgian defence, but De Ketelaere has come all the way back to help his side out. Dries Mertens tries to play it forward over the halfway line and into the centre circle to find Lukaku. Back out to the left-hand side to find Trossard. They're pushing forward now, Belgium, as they try to find the equaliser. Yuri Tielemans across to the right-hand side. Kevin De Bruyne finds it, looking to pick out the pass to Lukaku, and it's headed away by Romain Saïs. Back out to De Bruyne on that right side. Finds the ball into the penalty area to Dries Mertens. Again and again and again, Morocco have got an answer, and this time it was Agad.
Yeah, listen, this is Belgium now. They're getting the ball down. They're passing 1 or 2 touch. They're playing so much quicker and looking so much better.
4 minutes to go until we reach the 90-minute mark. Morocco leading by 1-0 against Belgium. What a win this would be. They got a point against Croatia. This would be 3 very, very big points.
Big clearance there from the left back. I think he went all the way over the halfway line. I think it was Ziyech. He's actually going, the ball's in the air, and as he comes down, the ball comes down. He's waiting for the contact from Witzel. He gets the contact. Ziyech just goes down, takes the pressure off his side. The ball's about 5 yards inside the Belgium half, opposite side of the dugouts, and Morocco take their time. They pick it up, they take it back, they roll it forward.
This is probably a time where Morocco will be wishing that they didn't have this big additional time, because we probably will get quite a bit in this second half, depending on, because we've had, 10 substitutions altogether.
Yeah, there's been a lot of activity in those technical areas.
Kevin De Bruyne on the ball, travelling with it over the halfway line to find Mertens. This means, as it stands, with Morocco taking the lead 1-0 up against Belgium, they will go top of Group F as it stands ahead of the game later on today. De Bruyne tries to play it through to the penalty area, out to the left-hand side. It goes to Trossard, looking for that delivery in. Romelu Lukaku was waiting for it, but again it's well defended by those white shirts of Morocco, who have been holding it out like a wall. They're not letting Belgium through at all. They're trying to deny Romelu Lukaku, who's only come on for the last 10 minutes or so of this game. Ball into the penalty area again, skipped and missed away by Lukaku, and the noise is being picked up because again is ushering all of the fans to get off their seats and make a loud hum. I don't even think they can make any more noise than they already are.
Again, they just ease Lukaku under the ball as a defender. If you know you can't win it, if you know that the person that you're playing against is stronger, you have to use their body strength to your advantage. He just nudged Lukaku under the ball. The ball was too long, goes out for a goal kick, and then he says to his fans, come on, stay with us.
Walid Regragui, the Morocco manager, looking like a nervous figure on the edge of his technical area. He's watching his side currently, who have the lead against Belgium, the number 2 in the world. This would be a massive win for them. They would go top of Group F ahead of the game later today, which of course 5 Live has got commentary of Croatia against Canada. That follows us on BBC 5 Live. Ian Dennis and Matthew Upson, the two that will give you the commentary of that one. Witsel has the ball inside the centre circle. Now finds Yuri Tillemans to his left. The noise, Dion. Wow, I can actually not hear myself.
It's very, very loud. But the worry for this Moroccan defence is Lukaku will get one chance, whether it's a half chance or not. He will get half a chance in this last few minutes. They have to stay concentrated now, that defence.
Tillemans in the centre circle, plays it out forward into the right hand side, over to Alderweireld, looking for that cross in, and it's hit away by Romain Saïs, who's getting involved there ahead of Lukaku. Belgium not having any luck to try and find their key man, Lukaku's come on for the final 10 minutes of this game. Looking for Trossard, who just took a little slip in the penalty area on that left-hand side, so couldn't hold on to it. Back out it goes to Vertonghen, who just travels the ball back infield and finds Yuri Tillemans, who's just waiting on the edge of that centre circle. Alderweireld plays it out to the right-hand side. Picked up again by Alderweireld, who's making his way over to that right corner flag, looking to get the cross in, but again, Morocco defensively solid, and they could be away here. They could be away. They've got space to run into, but I don't think they're going to do it because he's absolutely just slowed his run down. He's waiting for Ziyech to try and make his way into the penalty area. Hamdallah, who got the break for Morocco, slowed his run down, and it just allowed Courtois and Witsel to come and defend that.
Yeah, Hamdallah did well there. He really did. He's only been on the pitch about 12, 14 minutes, but he's ran that ball towards Courtois. Had no help at all. His teammates couldn't get out, so he decided to take them on. The best thing that could happen is a goal. He's got the second best thing, a corner. Control possession, time's running out for Belgium.
We're into 5 minutes of additional time. Morocco leading by 1-0 against Belgium. If they can win here, they will go top of their group. It might just be for a couple of moments, but Belgium have got themselves a goal kick, and they go on with it quickly. Out to this left-hand side with Vertonghen. Back through to Witsel. They're still patiently building up this Belgium, trying to get onto the attack. Witsel over the halfway line, tries to find Vertonghen, who plays it back through to Alderweireld. He's in the centre circle, tried the neat pass on to Lukaku all the way through the centre, but it followed all the way past. Too much pace on that.
Yeah, it's I don't know who he's trying to pick there. Romelu Lukaku is looking at Toby Alderweireld as if to say, well, what was that? You know, just play it to my feet. We're just seeing pictures of Martinez there, Thierry Henry in the background as well, trying to get instruction onto the pitch.
Well, he looks relatively calm, doesn't he, Martinez?
On the
exterior. Probably on the inside, it's not the same. Morocco looking to come forward again on this right side. It's Ziyech who cuts it back. Oh, it's brilliant, and it's 2-0 to Morocco. It's absolutely outstanding. Hakim Ziyech played it to the left-hand side, and all it needed was a tap in, and they got there. The substitutes are on the pitch. The technical staff are on the pitch. Belgium are down, and Morocco lead 2-0. That was outstanding from Morocco. What a counter-attack.
Great play from Ziyech down the right-hand side. Unbelievable skill. Dropped his right shoulder. He's in the box down the right side, and then he just goes to the left and he pulls it back. I think it's Hamdallah. I'm not sure who gets on the end of it, but it's just one long ball down the pitch. Flicked on. And Ziyech with the overlap there. Brilliant run again. Cross the D. Lovely little bit of skill down the right-hand side. Pull back. I think it's Hamdallah, you know.
I think it might be
near post.
Abouhlal.
Oh, what a pullback. I've just seen it.
Yeah.
It just goes in the top corner, P. What a finish.
Zakaria Abouhlal, who has scored for Morocco. and it was a brilliant finish. Lifted it high up to the roof of the net. Bouchlal with the goal. Hakim Ziyech with a fabulous assist. I mean, he was celebrating like he scored the goal. I mean, all that Bouchlal had to do, right in front of the face of goal, there was absolutely no way Courtois was saving that. So Bouchlal to make it to Morocco 2-0 up, and that is absolutely the end of this game for Belgium. There's no way they're coming back from this.
No chance, absolutely no chance. That sums up this game. Well organised, energy, blood, sweat and tears from the Moroccan players, good quality as well. Ziyech he can't even walk, he's so tired.
De Bruyne tries to play the ball over to Mertens, too much on that, looping over and into the feet of El Khajaoui. Well, wow, what have we witnessed here? I mean, Morocco have been outstanding against Belgium. Belgium have just failed to inspire us today.
Yeah, they haven't. Listen, they've had enough of the ball as well. They just haven't done anything with it. They've been moving the ball too slowly through midfield, haven't made the right passes. Up front, Batshuayi now, Lukaku's on as well, but it's just the centre forwards have had nothing to attack. The balls into the box have been okay. They have to do more, Belgium. They've got far too much quality to put out performances like this.
Witsel will chase this down, but so will Morocco down this right-hand side. Ziyech tries to collect it. Great work from Morocco, but the flag is up. I think the referee wanted to... Yeah, he's letting play go on. Belgium trying to come forward. And in the end, the referee does pull it back, and it will be a yellow card to Sabiri, who scored the first goal for Morocco in this second half, and he is shown a yellow card.
Yeah, bit of a lunge. I think it's Vertonghen. Not sure he caught him too badly. He sort of lunged. He sort of left the ground and lunged Vertonghen there. Got the free kick. Ziyech is down.
And you can hear from that cheer that Morocco have beaten Belgium by 2-0. Everyone from the Moroccan side are onto the pitch. The substitutes, the players are down on the floor. This is what it means to them. They've beaten the number 2 in the world. Belgium, they didn't have answers for what Morocco were posing to them. 2 fantastic goals in the second half for Morocco. They are now top of the group. What a difference a couple of days made, because Morocco absolutely outplayed Belgium in this game. They go top with 4 points. Belgium second. There's another game to come after us, Canada against Croatia, so we'll see how the group looks after that one. But this is a massive victory for Morocco. The fans have been up on their seats for pretty much the whole of the game. The support has been fantastic. The full-time score here, Belgium 0, Morocco 2.